guys, it's Maymay, and tonight we're going to do a card featuring my Christmas stamp set, which is Critter Christmas, and it has all the little sayings to go along with your Christmas set, or with your creative critters and things. And I'm going to use the one here. I'm going to use two of them actually. I'm going to use Deck the Paws with Mouths of Holly, and I'm going to use Purry Christmas and a Pulse of New Year. So let's get started. You guys ever had a card that just did not want to get made? Well, this is the card. I don't know how it's going to turn out because it does not want to be put together. I'm just telling you. I'm struggling with this card. But we have an A2 size card, and we're using white paper. I like the idea of the white on white. Oh my gosh, did you see this? If you had any idea what I've been through with this card, we're going to cover that up. We're not going to worry about it. Okay. Let's go ahead and put our sentiment on the inside and get that done so I don't have it where I can't do it. This is some Stays On black ink, and on the inside I'm going to do the Purry Christmas and a Pulse of New Year. And I've not stamped this one yet. I think I've stamped all the other ones, but this one didn't have any ink on it. So I hope my head doesn't get in the way. It might though. So Purry Christmas. And you want to be really careful not to twist these. They just need steady pressure, but they don't need rocking, okay? Because of the thin line, you don't want to rock them at all because they'll smear. So, there's the inside of the card. Hey, let's go ahead and finish our stamping while we're at it. I'm also going to stamp on this little guy, Deck the Paws with Meows of Holly. My assistant Taylor that I talk about a good bit, and my friend Kelly, have their roommates, and one of them has a cat, one of them has a dog, and they said this is the perfect theme for their whole Christmas. Deck the Paws with Meows of Holly. So we'll probably be using this a lot at their house. So I'm just going to same thing here. You want to sit it, don't rock it, put some even pressure, and then lift it up. Naturally, my tweezers aren't in here. There we go. Okay. And we'll put this aside to dry. And I won't need to get it out again. Okay. Now then, on the front of this card, I'm going to flip this over so that can keep drying. I have taken a matte piece that I just cut a 1/4 inch smaller than the A2 front. And I am going to mat it right here, and I want to actually lift it up. So we're going to use some dimensionals. And I don't have any more of my big dimensionals, and this paper is not really thick, so I'm going to do it something like this with some foam tape, because I want it to be able to support my focal image. This may be overkill, but this is some of that cheap Michael's white paper. It has no body to it, so this way I know I'll be alright. I don't normally use this kind, but I have had it on the 3 for $10 special, and I bought a whole bunch of it, and not the foam tape, but the white paper. And so now I kind of feel like I need to use it. And it's just so flimsy, I just forget that. It's the Recollections. I cut my fingernails off, and now I can't do anything. Boy, I'm complaining tonight, huh? Let's get through that. Okay, we're through with complaining. Let's have fun. Let's put this little cutie patootie piece of snowflake paper on here. Just like so. And this little kitty cat is going to go right here. I love this little white kitty cat. This one is from Creative Critter 2. And I just have an idea for this one, and I thought this would be cute. So what I did was put the little kitty cat together in white, did a little black behind the nose with my marker, did some glitter for the eyes because, you know, cat's eyes glow. And then this little hat was actually an adornment for something else, but I thought it'd be really cute. I just cut it off that same cartridge. So now let's glue this guy down. And his glitter's still a little bit wet, so I'm going to hold him gently as I put this on. My two-way is pretty wet, so it should do a good job. But, based on how things have gone tonight, I'm not going to promise that. There I go, complaining again. Okay. So, we will put this guy right here. Now, I lifted up the back, so I'm not going to lift him up. And he's got some dimension anyway, because he's, you know, made that way. I love the white kitty. I think the white looks really cute on there. Okay, and he's trimmed in gray, by the way. And now then, I took my Martha Stewart branch punch, which I got last year at Michael's. And, no I didn't, I lie. I bought it on Amazon last year. And I punched out these little green guys. And I really wanted to do a wreath around his neck, but his neck is so small, I just kind of got to playing and I did something like this and I thought it turned out cute, so I'll show you. I'm going to put some glue. I'm going to use a little scrap piece of paper right here. And I'll put some glue just on the tip end of this holly, pretty liberally. And then I'm just going to press it along his neck and his little jawline. So just one of them can go that way, and then the next one is going to go the opposite way on the other side. So I'm just going to glue it and bring it over here, and it'll kind of go the other way naturally because of the way the punch is. And then going to do a couple more of them just to kind of thicken it up. This one I'll kind of turn a little bit. And let's get another one over here. And just do this until you feel like, you know, that's enough. Just whenever you decide. It's your kitty cat. She can be as garland as she wants to be. Press that down. Didn't quite get that one down good. There we go. And you want the ends to be kind of loose because you want it to look like, you know, garland. Then when I cut that little hat piece off the Create a Critter 2, it also cut out this little scarf, which is really undersized for the cat, but it looks really cute underneath there. So I'm going to glue it. Just like so. And place it right across the ends of those little garlands. Hold that down for a few minutes. This pick-me-up stick is really cool for doing this stuff so your fingers don't stick. Isn't that cute? And I have this little button I'm thinking about putting on the collar because most kitty cats have a button or something on their collar. It's a little oversized, but that's okay. I think it's cute. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to put it where it covers up that hole. Yeah, that's cute. So there's the kitty cat on the card. And then I cut out of this same paper that I cut the twigs out of, I cut this little banner for the bottom down here. And this is going to fit on top. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down to it. This paper didn't even cut good in my trimmer, y'all. Gosh, I've got to stop complaining. Tell me to stop complaining. And then I'm going to adhere this down. Y'all, it would be so funny if my ATG didn't work just then. You just have no idea. It's been a rough one on this one. And I cut this just short enough to give myself a little edge all the way around. There we go. And I couldn't decide if I was going to do the banner, but I think I'm not. I think I'm just going to have it just like this. Let's put some dimensionals on there. And by putting the second piece on, it makes it firm enough that I don't have to use the foam tape. I'm going to use this white paper up before I do anything else, but it is just really flimsy before I buy any more. But I am going to definitely go back and get some Nina Solar White. That was the best cardstock I've ever used. Best white cardstock for sure. I'm going to try some black from Nina. I didn't care for the basil that I got. It was too textured. I used it all, but I didn't love it. Maybe you guys know of a good black cardstock I might want to try. And we will put Deck the Paws with Meows of Holly here. That didn't turn out terrible considering what we went through to get here. If you had been in my craft room with me, you would have cracked up. So, there's our little Deck the Paw with Meows of Holly. When we open it up, we get Purry Christmas and a Possum New Year. So that is another Christmas in July from us this week, or this month actually, all of July. You can get my stamp set over at my Etsy store. It'll be linked below. And it is the Critter Christmas stamp set. And that one goes with, like I said, all your critter thingies. So this is what it looks like right here. And there's 14 sentiments on here. And don't forget to head over to my blog and check out what the other guys are doing, because somebody's doing something almost every day from now till the end of July, and there's no telling what they'll do, and they are so creative, and I just love watching them. So please go check out the design team, and the links for them will be at my blog post. So thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.